One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Houston, Texas, and Rice Stadium, home to the Owls. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Rice's offense will have the football first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this...
From the gun, give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Rice rushes to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Give to the running back. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. He'll pull it on the read.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Snap to the back. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. They'll give it to the back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Rice rushes to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Flips it out to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Looking deep. Pulls it in down the middle. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. To the air on 1st down. Gets it to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking to throw. Makes the grab. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Picked up some yards on the last completion, but it's 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he makes the catch. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll go back to work on offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking left. A strike downfield. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got it. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. And the Owls moving quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Trying play action. They're working that left side. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Flips it out in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They turn to the passing game on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. Throws for the tight end. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. The play action fake. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. He wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And first down for the offense.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barnes. Big fella's not going to make it to the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Oh, he missed it. No good. So the score remains 3-0.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Rice rushes to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab right down the middle. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Takes the easy one to the back. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Rice!
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air. And they've got 6 points on the board.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to San Diego State.
Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage.
The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Quickly to the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He'll throw on third down. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Hunt is on its way. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. He'll keep it himself. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Second down.
To the air on second down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Grabbed in the middle, it's Barnes. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Makes the grab down the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Rice rushes to the line.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He wants to throw it again. Just a little off. Incomplete. Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Oh, man, that defensive back just hurled himself in there like a lightning bolt to get the quarterback.
And you see the speed, the closing speed to run, chase the quarterback, get him on the ground. That's why he plays defensive back. He looks like a pass rusher here, but you could definitely see he could hit that turbo button.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Punt is on its way. just needs a crack to get a return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. He leaves it with his back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. On target to the left. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
That's a first down.
The give to the tailback.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Handoff to the lone back. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll try it again. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Just over 20 seconds to play before halftime. They'll have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll leave it with him. Finding an escape route. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to pass on second down. Deep shot for the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. In the waning seconds of the first half, just enough time to try a field goal to take the lead. Never a doubt. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Houston. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Zings it complete to the right. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll do it himself. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Kick is in the air. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Wants to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, that's the corner's second sack of the game now, and he's doing a great job at the line of scrimmage, not telegraphing that he's blitzing. He's keeping his eyes on the receiver. Right when the ball is snapped, he uses his speed to get in the backfield to bring the quarterback down.
The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And it'll be down right there.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. The give. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got him. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 43.
Off play action. Fires to the wideout. It's brought downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Handoff from the gun. Nice move there. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Snap from the gun on third down. Going for 6. Makes the catch and gets the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to San Diego State. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quickly complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Rice rushes to the line. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Running into the open space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
On the option. Quick toss. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. To the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's Briggs. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Slithers into space. Turning it on! They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the quick game. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Rice rushes to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Here's the handoff. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
How do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Gives it on the option. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down. They bring the punter onto the field now. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They're going to open this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Briggs. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. It's caught. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Rice hoping to cash one in from the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown Owls! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Plucks it out of the air. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Leaves it with the running back. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Wants to go up top. It's complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm now.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Off the RPO, complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Fighting off the defender. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball, and the defense hits the crease. Past the 50, the 40, past the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. Boy, outscored, gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here.